A big hand to the panelists. And over to you, CII.
I just request the panel, just for 2 seconds, if you can be seated, just for a while. Just want to hand over, just felicitate you all. To felicitate Mr. Rajan S. Matthews and Mr. Amit Sood. And I request Mr. Joshi to felicitate Mr. Anand Dalal.
Take the second one also. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sirs. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. We've got some announcements for the audience over there. Yes, we are heading for the lunch now. I know we all are waiting for it. But as we are running behind the schedule, I request all of you just make over the time. Thank you. Corporation. In this role, Shiva serves as a general manager overseeing the fastest growing geography for Genban Incorporation, a US-based software company. Prior to this role, he served as head of marketing at Tejas Networks, India's well-known ICT solutions company. And prior to Tejas Networks, Shiva was director of sales and marketing at Intel. Mr. Shiva holds an MS in computer science from the University of Kentucky, USA, and an MBA from the Kellogg School of Management, Northwestern University, USA. He was invited as a sole speaker from India to a United Nations ITU conference at Nadi, Fiji in 2009 to talk on innovation. This is a rare honor provided very occasionally to eminent speakers with full UN sponsorship. Besides, in Sydney 2010 with full UN sponsorship. He has a keen interest in academics and has taught on marketing for technology-based organizations and marketing for services industries at the SP Jain School of Management. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you that this is just a brief and a very brief introduction of Mr. Shiva. If I really have to introduce him, I think it'll take another hour for the matter. Taking beyond the session, I request our moderator for the session, Mr. Shiva Ramamurthy, to proceed the session discussions. Mr. Shiva, please.
Thank you, folks. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's a tough session after lunch, and the digestive juices will kick in and sleep will work in. So let's say a good warm good afternoon to each other. Perhaps it'll help. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Thank you. So, what time do we finish?
I think we have 1 hour.
What? Okay. So I guess the panel has an hour and a half, so we will try to keep in sync. In terms of the modalities, right? I will kind of start with the introduction of the speakers. I've had the pleasure of working with Patrick in the past in my career in Intel, and Patrick is currently the vice president sales and channel for the Western region, focusing on the mid-market and SMB segment.
But in the interest of time, it will be 1 hour and 15 minutes only.
Thank you. Okay, and he focuses on the data center business for the mid-market region in India. He has a veteran of the industry. He's got more than 22 years. He doesn't look like he has 22 years from a looks viewpoint, but let's give it to him. And in his past, he's worked in Intel and Wipro, and I had the pleasure of working with him in Intel. He has got an immense industry experience in very verticals like banking, manufacturing, IT-enabled services, retail, and telecom. And welcome, Patrick, to the forum.
Thank you.
So the next speaker is Anurag Deshpande. Anurag is with HCL Infosystems. The name HCL, right, brings about a lot of connotations in terms of manufacturing in India. And all of you must have seen the new Me ThinkPads, right, which is really fabulous. So Anurag serves as the regional director with HCL, and he's based out of the Western region. A few things I kind of picked out of his profile is, his core strengths include strategic planning, IT, sales and marketing, business development, key account management, and team management, pretty much the whole enchilada of things. In the past, he's worked in Tata Services. So welcome, Anurag, to the panel.
Thanks.
So the last speaker is Prashant Bora. Prashant is an entrepreneur. By definition of an entrepreneur, they just do weird things, they do a lot of things, they do passionate things. And it's absolutely the way it is. So he has a B.Tech in chemical engineering, and now he makes handsets. How far a leap is that? And his venture right now is Beyond Technologies. Is how you spell it?
Beyond Tech, yeah.
Beyond Tech. And is the first Indian company to start manufacturing mobile phones in China. He's looking to crank up the distribution space with channels in countries like Indonesia, Bangladesh, Pakistan.
Yes, we already started there.
And looking to crack the African market as well. Something I liked about his profile is the quote, right? It says, some of us have great runways built ahead of us, perhaps if you are the son or daughter of an industrialist, right? And if you don't want, if you have one, take off. But if you don't have it, it's your responsibility to go out and create it so that others have the